Braincake is a delicious, sweet nourishment created by combining two or more grains.
Hello.
Hi, dude. How are you?
Fuck you.
Every
Okay.
time I hear that, so good.
Every time you hear that,
Every time I hear that, it's just so good.
We cracked 2 eggs by accident last week
Where'd
Yeah.
you crack them on?
in the podcast. We cracked them in like the opening segment of the podcast.
I accidentally hit the button twice.
So it went instead of just the traditional one.
Well, that was a hungry morning. You needed the brain fuel. You needed the omega fatty acids,
Boy.
whatever you get out of the shit.
Boy, I hope they were
I think that's fish.
fully content eating an episode about predators and roadkill because that's literally all the consistency.
Who would have thought that that's what 2 eggs would have done? Like 2 eggs led to
2 eggs on possums, good eating.
Two unnecessarily broad topics.
Roadkill and eggs.
Yeah, I mean, like the variety of
not
roadkill
eggs.
that we were diving into, and all the animals and little critters in the road, and really an exciting topic for non-boring people.
yeah. Have you had any experiences with roadkill, Gunboi?
Roadkill?
Yeah.
Sure.
I killed a possum one time.
Oh,
I
And
mean,
I had
like,
like an existential crisis. I was like, if that was a fucking dog, I'd have stopped. I was like, if that was a fucking cat, I'd have felt bad about it. But I just drove on. Am I a bad person for killing the possum? No, I'm not a bad person for killing the possum. Dumbass possum wouldn't look both ways.
Gunboi just said the possum should have just been. If the possum were domesticated, he probably would have had a different feeling. But
I
like,
victim blame possums.
look at that poor little marsupial. He didn't deserve that.
makes you question.
She didn't. All right, it's 2021.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
All possums are women now.
Oh, okay.
What?
Cool.
That's not true. That's like somebody just hearing all the stuff and not understanding it and going with it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That's how it sounds when I talk a lot.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
me
that's
too.
how human beings are. We don't really understand what's going on.
None of us ever do.
Yeah.
And nobody ever understands what the other person's talking about to a point. You could have a knowledge of everything, but somebody's going to have a knowledge of something. They're just going to blab on about it, and you're just going to stare off into space.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, that's always going to be your response. Is you're like, uh-huh.
God, yeah, some people
Yeah.
are much more difficult
Cool.
to get interested in, like hearing them speak. And I don't know if it's the way they speak or if it's like the way that their message is coming across.
Like
if
a
it's
charisma vacuum.
Yeah, that can happen.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, that could easily be a thing. Like, maybe me and someone else could say the same exact damn thing at a party, and one person could kill the room with it, like, in, like, basically a mood flatliner, like no one's having fun anymore.
Yeah.
Or is it someone, or the other person could be like, say the same damn thing, and they're like, oh my God, dude, he's a genius. He's hilarious. He's so fun. I love being around him. That other guy's creepy.
Yeah.
He's fucking creepy. It's like if you're on a subway and a guy tells you like,
We
"Oh,
have
you're
lots
cute."
of experiences
Yeah.
on the subway,
Yeah.
by the way,
Yeah,
in
and-
Eastern Kentucky.
Yeah, and getting hit on by guys in the subway. What I'm saying here.
Oh,
I have even more experience with that. I'm kidding.
getting hit on by guys in the subway.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
it could happen.
guy could tell me, hey, you're cute. Sure. If he's hot, that's cool. But if he's fucking creepy, ew.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Ew. It's the messenger, basically, is
At
what
lea-
it boils down to.
At least you're evolved enough to be like, if he's hot, it's cool. Because, like, around here, most of the time, even if a hot guy's hitting on somebody, they're going to beat the shit out of him. 'Cause it's where we live.
They're gonna fuck him up just because.
Yeah. It's like, there's a word they call it, but we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah, I mean, you said it was like it's about the messenger.
Yeah.
But it's also about the receiver, because it's like your perceptions about people can vary just based off of your life experience. Like
Your
what if-
preconceived notions of something or somebody.
yeah, a lot of people, like you said, a handsome guy would get away with like hitting on a girl, and maybe if an ugly dude did it, it'd be creepy. And that's true, but it's like also that woman could have had so many bad experiences with handsome dudes, like,
Yeah.
or maybe
Yeah,
you've
but
you feel like you've been laughed at by somebody like that, like you
Yeah.
see them as something.
But my point being is like it doesn't even matter much about the person, but their charisma. Is what I want to bring it back to, because if the person has enough charisma or swag in their speech, they could, I mean, there's silver-tongued people out there on this planet that can literally talk themselves out of any situation. They're great at speaking, and they basically envelop a room once they step into it. Mm-hmm. All attention's on them, but someone else could be the same way, and they're not, received like that at all. They're like a wet fart in church or something.
I don't know. I don't know if this is even like the best like way Kanye could have described this, but his description of Jay-Z has stuck with me, because he was like, you could watch him navigate a room like he could navigate a room of vultures. Like he could, he could talk. Yeah, right. And I'm like
swimming
vultures?
through sharks.
Like, is that the most dangerous thing you could think of?
It's
like
the least dangerous thing I could think of.
Yeah.
Well, I heard Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson call himself once a whale in a teardrop.
What?
He was talking about other
people. That's the
people.
biggest fish in the smallest pond, a whale in a teardrop.
Yeah.
That is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. That's the greatest statement I've ever heard in my life. That describes him to a T.
Yeah.
He said you're just a big fish in a small pond. I'm a whale in a teardrop.
Whoa.
The ultimate fucking shit talker of all time.
Yeah.
The ultimate.
Look at him. Everybody loves him. Everybody wants to be his pal.
Yeah. Yeah.
He works out. He's like fucking Hulk smash, and he has his own tequila. Who doesn't love that?
Everybody's got their own tequila right now, man. Did you know Ron White got his own tequila?
I bet he does, but I bet it doesn't make you strong and big and handsome like The Rock's tequila does.
The Rock's tequila makes you strong.
Yeah, Ron White's tequila or scotch makes you fucking be grumpy and smoke cigars and lay on your couch
talk
and puke.
Real slow.
Yeah, talk about bubble gum going.
Dude, that would be amazing. No, I hate that joke. I still hate that joke.
That's one of my favorite jokes.
Like a pack of gum going.
If the soundboard was ready, I would have won that for sure.
And that's your problem. You
We
should
need
have
to
had
just
it ready.
put numbers on them and memorize the numbers.
Yeah, that's true. But you guys saying that made me have a thought. Like, what if there's a future where branded, like celebrity branded alcohols or like there's like celebrity branded drugs that make you like 25% of the personality of that celebrity?
Jesus, it's like we're sampling. Are we DNA swapping?
Yeah, it's kind of
Hell
like,
yeah.
It's kind of like what Gunboi was talking about with Batman Forever, that cartoon where they're
All
like
the splicing and
gene
shit.
splicing with animals and shit, and that becomes the
This
norm.
Batman Beyond, they have these fucking gene splicers that are fucking, they putting animal DNA in to their DNA, and like there's a half hyena dude. They're fucking awesome, man.
Was
I
that,
love that.
was that like an early 2000s or late 2000s?
Early
cartoon?
2000s, only lasted
Is that
for like
the
2 or
jet
3
black?
seasons.
Is that the jet black Batman with the red chest and shit?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I remember that.
But the only difference between injecting animal genes into yourself is you're going to be injecting the Rock into yourself just a little bit.
No, man,
The Rock can inject himself into you.
And you just walk
Well,
around.
that's invasive.
There's
Rock.
nothing you're going to be able to do about it either.
Please, I didn't ask
You're
for
going to
this.
dust that thing off,
No,
stick it sideways.
I mean, I guess if it's for the Rock, I did it for the Rock.
I did it for the Rock.
I did it for the Rock.
I
and
don't
when
know
you,
why it was Ugandan Knuckles when I did it, but he was.
I did it for the Rock.
I did it for the Rock.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, but when you inject the Rock into yourself, like you do Rock stuff, like you walk around with like one eyebrow raised, like the Rock does.
Be the pie eating.
And anytime you use L's, there's a chance that you might just like.
Yeah, you have to. You always have to. You have to walk into any room and say, "Finally, the Rock has come back to the braincake
That's like
brothel."
That's like if you do too much, though. Like if you become the Rock fully, you're like almost on the verge of overdosing. Like you might never go back to your original personality.
your skin
Would
starts.
that be so bad if humanity evolved into just repeated series of variations of the Rock?
No, repeat. People just become different variations of like people are selecting archetypes of people. You know what I'm
Is it
saying?
like the Thing?
Oh,
Does it pick a
Like-
host? Like it only wants specific hosts?
I don't know.
Like the Rock doesn't want me. Like if I was to be injected
Oh,
with the
shit.
Rock, like my muscles and stuff would swell and my skin would start to rip and my bones would start to split because I can't handle it. But if Gunboi gets injected with the Rock, then he's gonna take the genes and incorporate them into his own being, and he will be strong and he will have the eyebrow and he'll do that.
Yeah.
I think that's what happened.
You know, we're talking as if these are the most like positive, like these are the traits people would seek from the Rock. Like that's not the part of the Rock you want. You don't
That's
want
the part of the Rock I want.
I think that's what
I worked hard on that eyebrow raise, and I worked hard to roll my eyes in the back of my head like the Undertaker.
Look,
Yeah.
man, if he could just look, I want to say, I want to steer away from like, do we have to inject it? Can it just not be like what we were saying earlier with the tequila and stuff? Like every celebrity, every fucking influencer, they have their own brand of alcohol. Let's just say in this fucking unfortunate dystopia or utopia, depending how you feel about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you want to sit there and drink you a gin that's from Larry the Cable Guy or something.
God damn. I don't want
you
gin
start,
from
like,
Larry the Cable Guy. I'll tell you that.
Your shirts automatically just turn to flannel upon
Whoa.
sipping them. You become a forward hat wearing with a fucking fishing hook stuck on the bill of the hat, and you're going, "Hey man, man."
You know what? As a bar,
I took offense to that remark.
I'm sorry.
as a bar, you would have to be very careful about the selection of like those drinks that you had because
You can only go to like the party stores for some of them.
you don't want everybody drinking the Larry the Cable Guy juice.
No,
like
or-
you don't want like 100 Larry the Cable Guys in a
Oh,
bar.
God. No. No.
A whole bar full of Flava
And
Flavs.
the bartender's Ron White.
Oh my God, that is hilarious.
I mean, can we not?
Jeff Foxworthy's the waiter.
No, if Larry the Cable Guy made a drink, it wouldn't be gin, it'd be beer, and it'd be cheap beer.
Yeah.
Like PBRs?
Like PBRs.
Hell yeah, Larry the Cable Guy PBRs. But Jeff Foxworthy's face looks like a PBR kind of guy.
Jeff Foxworthy would make grape juice or some straight like shit like that.
Juice.
God, that's so true. Prune juice is real good for you. Drink it every morning.
You'll
help
be
your
just as
bowels.
wholesome as me. Come on and drink my prune juice. You will be wholesome as hell.
Jeff's
I'm
juice.
bow-legged as fuck, but it's because I shit so good from drinking all this prune juice.
That's been my secret all along. I've been shooting out prunes for 40 years. My knees are all the way horizontal from one another, and they are both going down different ends of the street. All because I got a shit streak going down my toilet bowl that's been unremoved since 1974.
It's more of a
Woo,
trench
Lord.
at this point, really. There's a moat in the bottom of my toilet with alligators and shit.
Honestly, I've had to hire nights just to come and watch my toilet.
I said you do not have testicular cancer.
I said there's swamp demons in my toilet. I ain't got that cancer.
I mean, Jeff, you had me in the first half. I'm not gonna lie. But as it went on, it started to get a little. We could have cut the commercial a lot earlier, man.
It started-
That's all I'm saying.
Foxworthy just reverted back to his control. That's all he wanted.
Yeah, yeah. I
He's
mean,
reverting back to dirty ways. He was wholesome, then the dark side started to come out again.
it does after a while.
That was his punchline from that one joke on the Blue Collar Comedy Tour that was funny the first time. Jeff Foxworthy only had one funny joke the whole damn show, the first Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and that was the punchline from it.
That's,
Well,
Do
that's
not
true.
have testicular cancer.
You know what? I think
that's-
I
that's a-
No,
Sorry.
I was. It's okay. I was gonna say I think I recognize that from a toy I had because I have literally
What
I
a
have
fucked up toy.
I have plushes of all of the blue collar
yeah,
comedy
you
tour
do.
guys, and you press their hands and they say lines from that comedy special.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I don't think they would have put the testicular cancer one.
I was gonna say
in the toy.
that's about as edgelord as it could get for Jeff Foxworthy. Even mentioning the word cancer is horribly dark for him.
Yeah.
Well,
This is
then
country
again,
music, and we do.
I take that back. He does have a joke about I guess I interpret it as low key spouse abuse because it was
Low key
low
spouse
key.
abuse.
like the cops come in or whatever. So,
And she's like, no, he
You know.
never hurt me.
no, I mean, like, he might be a redneck, whatever. Cops, he's screaming in back to his trailer as he's being escorted by the cops to the cop car saying, "You touch my cigarettes, woman, I kill you." Something like that. I'm like, man, Jeff, you all right?
Back in the 80s, he was dirty, kind of.
Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Actually, he dropped the fuck word quite a bit, and it's honestly startling to hear. It's like the first time you hear Bob Saget saying fuck or anything.
Yeah.
The first time I watched Bob Saget do comedy, he talked about raping Smeagol.
Yeah, and fucking E.T. and
Yeah.
Wait a minute, wait a minute,
Kimmy
wait,
Gibbler, maybe?
Wait,
no,
wait,
he
wait.
wrote a song clarifying that he didn't fuck Kimmy Gibbler.
So you guys are telling me you guys just described like 3 of his jokes in a row, and they all consisted of fucking. You said fuck
Yeah, Bob Saget's a horrible pervert.
raping Schmeagol, fucking E.T., and also fucking Kimmy Gibbler.
No,
from
not
Full
fucking
House.
Kimmy Gibbler, but it's a song. That he didn't fuck Kimmy Gibbler. Uncle Jesse did.
Oh my God! God damn it!
I think
Bob
it was
Saget.
Uncle Jesse. Might have been Uncle Joey.
No, Uncle Joey didn't fuck nobody.
In Bob Saget's universe,
Uncle Joey
he probably
fucked Mr. Woodchuck is who Uncle Joey fucked.
with his hand. Yeah.
Yeah,
He fisted him.
Anybody got anything I want?
I do.
Oh, I do. No, Joey. Go away.
Don't pull off your goofy pajamas and fuck me again.
Takes off his
Joey.
little bear PJs. He's so wholesome.
Yeah,
Cut it
it's
out.
pretty. It's a
Cut it out.
it's a pretty wholesome show. I mean, it's pretty good. I loved it when I was a kid.
So they say it's wholesome.
Yeah, but
It
Bob
broke
Saget.
Bob
behind it.
Saget.
It did.
Do you think Bob Saget like regrets it? Like, do you think he's like, I wish I wouldn't have done that. I wish I would have pursued comedy more directly. Or do you
As
think-
opposed to what? Because the only other thing he was doing at that time was America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
And that's like the dregs of fucking versions of that show, honestly, in my opinion, is like his run of it.
Fireman's cooking class sent in by Dwayne Erickson from Hinsdale, Illinois.
You have any proof that Bob Saget raped and killed a girl in 1990? Stop gossiping and go right to the police with it.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It was pretty damn bad, in my opinion. His
Tom
humor did not
Bergeron's
work
the
for
man.
it. Bergeron, honestly, probably is the most, Tom Bergeron and
Yeah.
America's Funniest Videos go hand in hand.
For sure. Yeah, that just is such a fun era for ATV. Was that no
AFB.
AFB?
ATV! I love it.
I thought you were just being real proper about your television set. ATV.
That was the best thing to watch on ATV. For all of you who don't have TVs out there like I do.
A television.
Why do you have a television, fuckface? Have a phone.
Ew,
I mean,
Use your phone.
too little.
could get by
Gotta
with that,
make
though.
it make my pockets bigger. I'll buy one of them big damn phones, but until then, I'll buy my little phone and be happy with it.
Well, that's good for some people. I have to have a big ass phone because I'm a big boy.
Because you like to see the titties be bigger when you
That's
watch porn
right.
on there, and that's the sole reason you did it. I know.
My ego demands it and crushes it all within the same stroke of my penis.
Yeah.
Straight up.
I thought you were just having a stroke.
No, that was like on the Ventura Twins episode. I had a stroke, and you filled in for me
You
because
had
you're a good
stroke?
soul. Yeah, I had a mental stroke
Oh.
because I started stuttering and I misplaced a name and stuff. And he was like, "See, this is what happens after you recover after the stroke." And then I just come in and start talking about the frogman. You know,
That's pretty much what Jesse does. Even after a stroke, he'll talk about the frogman.
you can't stop him. He's going to tell you about his cousin that had seizures until he started taking medical marijuana.
Oh, yeah. That would be something Jesse would legitimately do, yeah.
It comes back to Sheila's books.
But he's a liar though, because
liar?
because he did drink, or he lied about drinking.
Cerveza, see.
Because we know about Drink It Like the Body, Jesse the Body Ventura for Milwaukee's Best.
Oh my! Is that what you have to drink to become Jesse?
Yes.
You have to drink Milwaukee's Best
He's
to
holding
become
a-
Jesse Ventura. That's his life force.
He's holding a keg under his arm of Milwaukee's Best, this commercial. And he's like, you can drink it by the can. And then he smacks the thing, or you can drink it like the body.
He should have said the man. You can drink it by the can, or you can drink it like a man.
No, he's the body.
He's
Oh my
the
God.
body. Yeah.
Guys,
He's Jesse the Mind now, but he used to be Jesse the Body.
you guys are talking. That makes me think of an old commercial, man, I saw. I wonder, honestly, if Keegan could pull it up while I'm chitter-chattering.
Sure.
It was an old wrestling commercial because wrestlers back, when it was territory kind of days, they would do local commercials. Maybe it was a car dealership or a restaurant or an alcohol place or something. There was one I had seen that was for a liquor store, and this name may or may not resonate with anybody. I'm not sure. Gunboi, you may know. You remember Luna?
Luna.
Had like crazy shit on her face.
Oh, I thought you meant a liquor store. Luna
No,
Vachon.
Luna Vachon,
Yeah.
yes. What was her father's name or her
Mad
stepfather's?
Dog Vachon?
Mad Dog Vachon, yes. It was a commercial with Mad Dog
Yeah.
in a liquor store. Vachon.
Yeah, there you go.
I wonder if we can find this because yes, that is it. That top video right there. I would love to everyone, let's watch along to it. Okay, yeah.
This might be the same liquor store Jesse the Body was in.
You're going to want to turn this up.
Okay.
His voice, Kiwi, I know you don't know who this is. Gunboi is familiar. His voice is incredibly fucking sharp. Like, you'll see what I mean.
Okay. Here we go.
Mad Dog
Vachon beer commercial.
No wonder, look at this mountain of beer. I never seen such selection in all my life. Local beer, United States beer, Canadian beer, imported beer. No wonder with their prices. And he told me that this was an easy part-time job. Don't I ever get a coffee break around here?
Chicago Lake Liquor is the #1 beer store. They buy more, so you buy for less. Save even more on 3K special.
He was
Number
asking
one,
for a coffee
Chicago
break,
Lake
man. They're working him to death.
Dude,
All he's had to drink is beer.
Yeah, that's all they keep giving him.
We
is
thought he
beer.
was impressed by their selection, but he was complaining that's all they got. Beer, beer, beer.
He's being held captive by the beer.
I was to be honest, I couldn't even pay attention to what the context of the commercial was because I was just too busy thinking like, why would you think this is a good commercial? Unless they knew it was great for the meme.
Well, like I said, man, it was a local commercial.
Okay.
Kind of like your town's commercials. Like you see those all the time. They're
Yeah.
corny as fuck.
That
They're
is-
low budget as hell.
a hot rod.
I mean, like, there's one does anybody,
sells hot rods.
does anybody know about barbecue and foot rubs?
Yeah, I do.
Is that a real thing? Is
Yes,
that a
it
real
is.
restaurant?
That is a real
can't-
thing.
It can't be.
Hey man, okay, yeah. Do you want to play barbecue and foot rubs? I mean, we might
Sure.
as well. while
Since we're on a
this
commercial string. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're right. Like that has that same vibe to it, like a local commercial. It's like I think that's where Adult Swim pulled some of their fucking influence from. That's like just a certain awkwardness that only a commercial like that
It's
can
on
create.
purpose, which that the local commercials aren't doing on purpose.
No.
They're not trying
Right.
to be awkward, but they just happen to manage to find a way every time.
As you can see, this has been watched by me
course.
of fairly recently. Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage.
But fuck, dude, Mad Dog Vachon, why? Like he's in his singlet. He's in his singlet the whole time, and he's grovelly as fuck. Could you understand anything he said?
No,
At
no,
all,
I
like,
didn't really.
Outside of, can I get a coffee break around here?
Said it was all. He kept listing the types of beer, and then he said, "They say this is an easy job. When can a fella get a coffee break around here?"
Awkward look around, and then pan to a wide shot of the actual building.
He's so into it that I didn't even realize for a minute that he was, really in an old timey liquor store. Like it seemed like a pro wrestling thing that was
Yeah.
going on, and then he threw me off right at the end with the coffee break thing.
God damn, dude. I don't know. You've got me in a video mood
Okay.
now
Well,
because you know what's in my head. I don't even want to share it with you, but I kind of do.
What?
Because I almost presented it with you as an option instead of this, but I would sure like to see this still.
Okay. Yeah.
Fucking Jumpin Jeff Farmer.
Oh my God. Yeah. That would
We
be.
need Jumpin Jeff Farmer. It's one of the greatest promos of all time, Gunboi.
Yeah.
We'll get to it.
But for now, Jones Good Ass Barbecue and Foot Massage, the original commercial.
Sounds great.
Barbecue and foot massage.
Yeah.
Jones barbecue.
Dude, I would so go to fuck. If this is a real place, I would go because I want foot rubs.
Yeah,
Especially
but you want somebody to rub your feet and then go make you some barbecue.
Yeah, dude.
As long as it's friable or edible, we gonna make it deliciable. We'll fry parts of the chicken you didn't even know was friable. The beak, the feathers, we'll fry candy bars. All that European stuff that you don't really normally eat, we'll bring it down here and fry it for you. Ask McDonald's
he don't
to fry
give a
something other than what they
fuck.
normally
He'll
fry.
fix it.
That's what you gonna get. Nothing.
That would be pretty badass.
That's true love for the cooking game is what it is.
Yeah.
Gently tenderized to their optimum deliciousness.
Hell
We got
yes.
fine dinosaur meat.
He's punching the meat.
Dude, I want my meat manhandled. That's what I want.
But not by a guy who just gave a foot massage, man.
It's got to be somebody different. We can't have the same guy doing these.
That's fine too.
Why would this guy open his business if he was not going to be the guy doing both?
Okay, I think our question is answered of if it's real or not. He just put barbecue sauce on this lady's feet.
Unless this is just truly that awkward.
So go ahead and give me a call or find
It
us on
can't
the
be
worldwide internets at the new website.
I'm sure we will be corrected, one way or the other. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a troll.
So,
This ain't real.
yeah.
You had me in the first half, as Kiwi said earlier, and I cannot lie.
But here's something interesting before we move on to Jumpin Jeff Farmer. So Rhett and Link of Good Mythical Morning fame.
The punchable ones.
The punchable, yeah, to you, the punchable ones. I enjoy Good Mythical Morning, but you say you want to punch them because they're thumbnails, which I do
enjoy
understand.
it, and I also think they're punchable.
Right, you can think both at the same time, and I also do.
They're good people. They just have that kind of face.
But in their early days, before, or actually, I guess during the time that their YouTube channel was getting viewers, they were, for money, making advertisements for local businesses. And what they would do is they would try to make it a meme on purpose. Like, do you guys remember it was a taxidermy commercial?
Chuck Testa?
Chuck Testa.
Nope, Chuck Testa.
Hold on a second. There's a leopard feeding on an impala out on my deck.
Nope. Just Chuck Testa with another realistic mount. Shipped to me from anywhere. Call Chuck Testa for the most lifelike dead animals around, period.
Did you know that Rhett and Link are behind Chuck Testa?
Really?
Yeah.
I'm holding the camera, though. No, you can take the camera. Drag your legs over it and grab onto the chain.
I don't think this is necessary for commercial production.
Well, first we gotta bleed them.
Chuck!
We'll just grab a limb and start. Give me one arm, and I'll start skinning them. Yeah. You can spin them.
Oh! Chuck Testa!
I had forgotten all about that motherfucker until you just said it. Once Gunboi done it, I forgot completely about it. That was a big that went around the web quite a bit for a while.
It was about as famous as Ken Bone was.
Now I'm lost on that one.
The undecided voter from 2016.
Oh, yeah.
And then it turned out that like he had got into some weird sex trouble or something, and everybody like it was like, we gotta drop Ken Bone, he's canceled. That's what started cancel culture. Ken Bone.
Fuck you, Ken Bone. There you.
But yeah, that's interesting to me that you can take that local commercial awkwardness and turn like a meme into like an actual successful ad. Like, honestly, I think we're living in that era. If you think about somebody like Jake Paul, like Jake Paul is memeable. Mm-hmm. Like, even if you're hated, like, or even if you're seen as, I don't know, awkward or stupid, or if you can meme it, then
you can be it.
If you can meme it, you can be it.
God damn it. If you meme it, you can believe it.
That's inspirational.
That's right. So, yeah. All right.
Thanks, bro.
Jumpin Jeff Farmer. What were you talking about? The dude? Should we watch that? The thing you were...
What? Oh, Chuck Testa.
The other one. The political
Kim Bone
thing.
or-
Yeah, Kim Bone.
Oh, Kim Bone, no.
We're good. We're good on Kim Bone.
Kim Bone was just that was an unfortunate meme.
Oh,
because he was just a concerned citizen who didn't know who he should vote for, and everybody was like, "What a stupid idiot!"
Aw.
Well, I'd jump for joy to vote for Jeff Farmer.
Well, this is much more lighthearted.
Yeah, let this give you.
I do know Jumpin Jeff Farmer.
In the best wrestling promo ever. Oh, that's the title. Yeah.
Of all time.
Oh, okay, here we go.
Oh my Lord.
Oh.
Let's go now to that interview.
All right.
Folks, there's Jumpin Jeff Farmer. Jeff, a while back, what a match you had with Motley.
Oh, Jeff.
Yep. Probably the hardest match I ever had in my life.
Oh, yeah?
But I don't like it when things aren't going my way.
Oh.
Motley Crue, you turn the tables on me.
Give it to him.
You turn the tables in a wrong way. You got me mad now.
Oh,
I've
shit.
stood around. I've listened to everything you had to say. I did everything necessary. But when you turn around and you backstab me one way or another, and you cheat me out of what's rightfully mine,
Turned
that's
around
when
and
I get angry.
backstabbed him.
Now I'm the one doing the challenging.
Oh.
I'm issuing a challenge to you, Motley Crue. Get in the ring with me. This time,
vegetables are good
going
for me.
Full force.
Jumpin Jeff Farmer. Now let's go to the ring.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, I hope Jeff Farmer's doing okay.
I don't think he is.
I don't think he is either, man. I'm sorry to tell you.
Well, the guy turned his back and stabbed his back.
Bruh. Let's find Jumpin Jeff Farmer and get him on the show, dude. We need Jumpin Jeff Farmer.
He can cut a promo for us.
Fuck yes.
Oh, yeah.
That would be beautiful.
Motley Crue. What the fuck?
Motley Crue, yeah.
Yeah.
You turn the tables in the wrong way, Motley Crue.
Jumpin Jeff, how's it been since you've been out of the limelight, buddy?
I'm mad now.
It's very good to express directly and specifically what your emotional state is.
I don't like it when the tables get turned in the wrong way.
Why are you mad, Gunboi?
Because
the tables got turned in the wrong way. You turn around and stab me in the back.
You mad?
I'm mad now.
You got me mad now.
Are you going full force?
Full force.
What the fuck did that even mean? What did he mean by that?
Force. He's putting his fucking blood, sweat, and tears into it is what he meant,
didn't
man.
you hear his commitment to the line?
No, I didn't hear his commitment in any part of that at all.
Yep.
I heard a man who wanted to run in the other direction when that microphone got put in his face.
You heard someone whose life flashed before their eyes with fucking...
I heard someone who passed out immediately after that interview ended.
Yep.
Probably him.
They
Yeah.
just go up to him and they're putting the mic up to his dead body. Jeff,
Gurgle.
wake up, Jeff.
Gurgle.
But what if Jeff is just like that all the time, man? What if Jeff?
God help him. I'm sorry, Jeff.
He'd suck as a waiter.
He'd suck at everything pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, man.
Your social
Poor
skills
Jeff.
have been depleted.
I immediately imagined him just dropping a whole thing of drinks onto a table, man.
And then the tables got turned in the wrong way.
And he's mad now.
Yeah. And
You know what
pretty
he-
much he just lives in that cycle for the rest of his life. The tables get turned and he's mad now.
Yeah, he's gonna have to start drinking like the Rock's liquor.
Yeah, he
It
should.
would have helped him.
It'd help him now. Even if I don't know if he's alive or dead. I'm assuming he's still alive. I haven't heard anything else. So let's all pitch in and get him some of the Rock's tequila, and we'll hope we'll cheers to a better life for him, and
That's right.
he'll get big muscles, or it'll rip his bone and all that shit. And
I have a feeling.
Completely
I have a feeling that Jumpin Jeff Farmer's body is not gonna.
his skeleton's gonna jump out of his skin, trying to take that shit
Yeah.
like Dick-Tree.
Dick-Tree.
Yeah,
Dick-Tree. Like Dick-Tree.
Dick-Tree. You know, like Dick-Tree. Trees of dicks.
Like Dick-Doo-Doo-Dah.
No, Dick-Tree. D-I-C-K, like my cock. Dick-Tree. Dick-tree.
So your tree cock.
A tree that grows dicks. I think is what he's saying.
Oh,
like lemons,
Dick-Tree.
like a tree that grows lemons, but instead of lemons, it's cocks coming out of the.
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying?
I would say more spite in what I was going to talk about. It grows seeds of spite, fruits of labor and spite.
Person who's a dick.
Yes.
Okay, Roger.
Oh.
This is a Kiwi transition, as I have already seemed to have made apparent.
I think we need one right now.
Yeah.
I think we need to just
You need off Jumpin Jeff Farmer. Well, this was it's kind of an older story, but it's an impressive story nonetheless. There was once a forum called Dick-Tree.
Oh.
Like just an online message board, whatever forum. The forum was posted called Dick-Tree, and the user was also Dick-Tree that had posted it. Basically, what he was going to do, Final Fantasy VII, I don't know, I know you have played it. You played it way after the fact. You played it on its original format on the original PlayStation 1.
Yeah.
So you had no frame skips. You had no be able to save wherever you want. You had the authentic experience of playing it how it was meant to be played.
Yes. On the original console and not on new PlayStation or Xbox.
Okay. So you already know what it's like to play this style of game. Gunboi, I don't know if you ever messed with RPGs.
Fuck no.
To where you would
Not
have
like
to grind battles and stuff.
Nothing turn-based.
Okay. But you would, Kiwi, you would understand the hustle of the grind.
Yeah. Yeah, because, you can't just, even people who have only played like one RPG or none, it would at least know that like in RPGs, there are maybe some times where you can access a place or you may fight enemies who are out of your league. Like you might not be able to go, you can go into this place and die, but until you go somewhere and grind and get some experience so you can get some points to spend on armor or upgrades or whatever the fuck, you might not be able to go into that area.
Yeah, you may not be able to advance any further until you've at least grinded to a point where you're strong enough to surpass that point and keep going.
Yeah, okay. Which I don't know if that has anything to do with where you were headed.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
It does, but imagine, people will grind for the fuck of grinding if they really want to do it.
Yeah, sure. If you just want to extend the playtime or... whatever.
If you just want to be max level so that way you don't have to deal with the hassle later.
Yeah.
So imagine you've played Final Fantasy VII, the original, not the recent remake. Yeah. Let's not get it confused because I don't want to confuse people that may not be familiar with 20-some years ago.
Yeah.
So Dick-Tree says, hey, follow my forum. I'm going to post pictures and updates. I'm going to hit level 99 in the reactor number 1 at the beginning of the game. But where you go in and you have to blow the first reactor up as soon as the game starts.
Yeah. So he's trying to get
level 99. He's trying to get Cloud and Barrett, the only 2 characters you have.
Is that max level? Or
that's max level. You can't go any higher than that.
Okay.
He's going to try to max his levels out before the first reactor's over.
Yeah. Okay.
So
probably have to grind that for a long time because usually you get most of the experience from this, better enemies. So
yeah, this story is a half-decade saga.
Long?
Yes. For someone to finally put the stamp on it and say they done it, but It wasn't Dick-Tree. Dick-Tree eventually started slowing down on his posts. Eventually, to where it was like 2-3 years. How long this forum has been open, that he's maybe somewhat posting updates every so often. He was like to level 60 something in the first reactor, and his playtime was insane. Just for that.
Yeah.
So this guy got tired of waiting, and everybody's getting dicked around on the forum after a long time. The username was CirclMastr, and he was a Twitch streamer. This started in 2012. CirclMastr decided he was going to start grinding to try and beat Dick-Tree to it first. Dick-Tree started in 2012. CirclMastr started in 2015.
Okay.
So CirclMastr started posting his updates, and he started moving fast. He was like already back to, he was like the level 40 or something. He posted the picture, and Dick-Tree, who had not been responding on that forum for months, he just kind of posts like, a worthy contender or something like that. Even though he's been like dicking people around and trolling them, like he's actually going to post it, but he never would post pictures after a while and stuff. So he was kind of being a dick and a troll in the message board at that point. So CirclMastr politely responds, "Get fucked, Dick-Tree." And he continues to keep grinding. And eventually, around level 80 something or so, he gets a shoulder injury. CircleMastr does.
A shoulder injury?
Like, it wasn't gaming related, but he had, like, I guess an intense shoulder injury. It might be game related. So he started grinding one fucking handed because he was going to get there first.
What? Okay. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Like, I don't know if CircleMastr is going to get, like, murdered. I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm interested to see where this goes.
Well,
a healthy competition between two fine young men, I'm sure.
Right. Of course. Dick-Tree wasn't being a jerk and CircleMastr wasn't being like a revenging psycho. But he was like, I'm going to do this because the community was invested in a challenge like this. Somebody's got to see it through, and if he's not going to do it, fucking him slacking is just going to inspire me to do it.
Hell yeah.
Because he's fucking us around. And it's estimated because, like, where Final Fantasy only goes up to, like, 99 hours and 59 minutes before the timer stops.
Yeah.
It's unsure how long he spent actually doing it, but it's estimated, he estimated 500 hours of grinding in the first reactor to get level 99 on both. And he was the one to get it first. Dick-Tree never did.
Let's say this also. If you are like leveling up to 99 and during a normal progression, first of all, it's just going to take less time anyway because you're fighting more experienced enemies, so you're going to get more experience. But also, my point is if you are just dedicating the grind to one area in the beginning of the game, just playing the same area over and over and fighting the same enemies over and over for 500 hours.
Yeah, think about it.
500 hours is long anyway.
Think about it like this.
Just doing different shit, but the same thing.
500 hours is about equivalent to working a full-time job for 6 months.
Oh, shit.
40 hours a week.
Fuck.
Think about it. 40, 80, 120, 160, 160 hours roughly a month. You know, 500 hours.
Have to be slightly
It'd have to be close to a half a year of like working 8 hours a day, full-time job kind of. And he's doing it one-handed or with one arm grinding for like the last 15, 20 levels of that shit.
Holy shit.
And he would live stream his stuff occasionally, or he would Twitch stream his progress occasionally. And Barrett was already level 99. Cloud had one more battle to go, and he was live streaming it. So everyone could rejoice for that half a second it says level up. One of my favorite parts about it, if it tells you how aggressive or passive aggressive this whole thing is, on CirclMastr's grinding session of this, he named Cloud Dick and he named Barrett Tree.
Whoa.
Why did he do it, you ask? Do you want to know why? Why did CirclMastr do this to Dick-Tree?
Just because for the thrill of the kill, man. For the thrill of the competizione.
There's a quote. And this will tell you everything you need to know.
Okay. So this is a quote from
CirclMastr.
Okay.
Life does not have inherent meaning. To say that our lives are pointless and our achievements meaningless is to state the obvious. No matter how grand our achievements or how broad their scope, time turns all to dust and death destroys all memory. But that does not mean we cannot ascribe our own meaning to what we do. It is because nothing has meaning unto itself that we are free to create meaning, to make metaphor, and in doing so, reflect on ourselves and our world. Leveling to 99 in the first reactor is pointless and meaningless. So why do I do it? I do it to express my hatred, and more importantly, my disdain for Dick-Tree. I do it to express camaraderie I feel for those of us who have followed this topic for years only to be disappointed by Dick-Tree. I do it to prove to myself that I can persevere. The act is meaningless. I give it meaning. So there you go.
Wow. Like, he just made me feel like that was so much more monumental than it was before.
Just grinding in a fucking game to level 99. He did it out of hatred, out of spite.
Like, yeah, you know, it's like, wow, the trend continues. You had me in the first half, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was so inspirational up until he was like, the reason I did it wasn't because, like, I have one arm, and I was like, I'm determined to show myself that I can do something. Even with one arm, I'm gonna be the one to do it. I'm gonna be the one to conquer a feat for myself. But no, he was like, I do it because fuck you, Dick-Tree. Fuck you.
Eat shit, Dick-Tree. You're pointless.
And, you know, there's something to that, because it's like, you know, when you set yourself a goal, the dark reasons for accomplishing that goal can sometimes be just as powerful as the positive reasons to achieve that goal. I think the important thing is to have a healthy balance of both and not lean completely into it like this guy.
Poor Dick-Tree.
Yeah.
But he was a troll. He was trolling these people because he just
he wasn't even being serious.
No, he was being serious, but like after 2 or 3 years, and he's just like not even updating people on the status and not posting pictures or proof. And he's saying he's already done it. Buy my memory card for proof and stuff like that. And that's when he was like, get fucked, Dick-Tree. Stuff like that. And he's like, I'll shove this whole challenge up your ass.
Damn.
That is the power of the internet, my friend.
That is the power of the internet.
And
indeed.
The question here shouldn't be, why did he do this? Or anything like that. Should people, like, this is not somebody you should piss off. This was a game. What would he do in real life?
Yeah.
Like, he did this out of hatred because someone didn't do something they said they were going to do in a video game. So he was like, fuck you.
Don't those things make you hate people, though, more than real life?
What's that?
Just petty shit like, this guy, I've been following this fucking forum for fucking 6 years, this piece of shit.
He's lied to us all. It's time to take a stand against this bullshit.
Why do you think people hate Anita Sarkeesian so much? It's just shit. It's failed promises and the air of being the guy who's in charge and the one that's going to lead the movement.
You scream down with Dick-Tree.
Down with Dick-Tree.
Down with
I forgot
Dick-Tree.
who Anita Sarkeesian was. I just remember The Amazing Atheist talking about her at some point.
Feminist gamer person.
Oh, okay.
That sounds like a fun combination.
Yeah.
Yeah. The point still stands, though, I think. I don't think you want to cut him off in traffic. Like, no. I think he's maybe followed a few people and murdered them.
It's like
He'll shoot you.
Yeah.
It's like wanting to cut Jimothy off in traffic.
But maybe that small hatred is what stopped a bigger hatred from ever happening.
That's why he didn't shoot up the GameStop.
Oh, shit. It was cathartic for him to take it out on this one neckbeard on a forum.
And honestly, that's pretty harmless way at the end of the day to express your anger.
4chan might be saving lives.
4chan has both saved and destroyed lives.
It has saved and ended about the same amount.
Yeah.
So always remember to torture people is the lesson today.
That is right. Yeah. Because we are about to wrap up here if you guys are good.
Oh, yeah, I'm good. Just don't fuck with the cartel.
What was the lesson again? And don't fuck with the cartel.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's a better one. No matter what the lesson was before, that's the lesson now.
That's true. And also I ask the curse question of asking somebody to repeat something back, and that usually never ends well. So, yes, don't fuck with the cartel. Click that bell.
Smoke Philip Morris.
Smoke.
God damn it. You had to sneak it in. You snuck it in.
What the fuck?
He went the whole episode.
In honor of Halloween, no, Gunboi just brought out his inner crypt keeper with that laugh. It was straight up.
You had to sneak it in.
Yeah. Well, we love you. If you enjoyed this content, give us a subscribe if you're on YouTube, or a comment or a like or whatever. If you are listening on like iTunes or Spotify, seek us out somewhere else and interact with us, or like leave an iTunes review or something like
For
that.
fuck's sake, leave a review.
Yeah.
That would be wonderful.
Any
And
last words, guys?
be sure to brush your shoes and tie your teeth.
Yep.
And wipe from back to front or front to back, whichever one makes you happier.
Just
I agree.
keep the toilet paper between your ass cheeks.
Bidet all the way.
Bidets are great, but we'll talk about that some other time. Goodbye, everybody.
Yep.